This is Not My Story by Ryan Uytdewilligen. As an army of flying saucers surrounded the tiny spaceship, its brave captain knew exactly what to do. To defeat the aliens and return safely to Earth, the captain had to push just the right button. Excuse me? Yes? I hate to bother you. I know you're busy writing and all, but this is not my story. Of course it is. You're the spaceship captain. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. I'm the author, and I say this is your story. My mistake. Carry on then. Thank you. Now, where was I? The captain had to push the right button and fire the... Wait! 1 second, please. Yes? Our readers want to know what happens with the aliens. I really think this is the wrong story for me. Sigh. What makes you say that? For starters, I have no idea which button to push. Also, I've never flown a spaceship. And I definitely don't believe in aliens. But it's science fiction. There have to be aliens. I've never even been to outer space. Maybe you're right. Sometimes my notes get mixed up. Let's find out which story you're supposed to be in. Here we are. As the sun went down, people raced from all over town to get a glimpse of the show. Cattle King Carl was the quickest cattle wrangler in the West, but he would be no match for... Hey, psst. What is it now? This isn't my story either. Again? But you're Cattle King Carl, quickest cattle wrangler in the West. I have it right here in my notes. First of all, I don't really see myself as a Carl. And I'm definitely not the quickest cattle wrangler in the West. Or the East, South, or North, for that matter. Fine. Hold on. Once upon a time, a valiant, dragon-slaying knight protected a mighty kingdom. But when the most dangerous, most frightening, most spine-tingling... A fairy tale? Really? They're so old. And I could never slay a dragon. I mean, look at this guy. He's so cute. Well, I can always work on his description so he comes across more dangerous and fierce. Don't trouble yourself. Better just try a different story altogether. In a dark and spooky castle, hidden deep in the mountains of Transylvania, there lurked... Whoa! I'm not a vampire. That I know for sure. Oh, I know. You're one of the vampire's victims. What? Can I suggest a story change? Not for myself, but for the readers. Don't you think this is a little too scary? Good thinking. Let's try something a little sweeter. Phew. It was a crisp autumn morning in Paris. In Pierre, flowers in hand. Wait a minute. Who's this? That's Mariana. You're taking her on a date. A date? You're putting me in a romance story? No way. Do you really think your readers want to read about that mushy stuff? Ew. But it's beautiful. It's poetry. My dearest love, I didn't think you'd show. This date was supposed to start 7 pages ago. I don't think this is going to work out. The detective arrived at the crime scene to hunt for clues. It was old Mr. Jenkins. He stole the money. Mystery solved. What? How'd you figure it out so quickly? It was so obvious. Sigh. Perhaps something more complex. Through the process of photosynthesis, plant life is able to... A textbook? Really? Do you want your readers to fall asleep? Once upon a time there was... Hey, we've been here before. I already said I'm not a knight. Okay, my writing isn't getting us anywhere. Let's work together. What story do you belong in? I have no idea. Come on, we've got a blank page to fill. Tell me something about yourself. What do you like? Can you do anything about... Oh, sorry. Let me get the illustrator. He just went on his lunch break. That's better. Let's see. Things I like. Ice cream. Cozy pajamas. And hedgehogs? I think I have an idea. Meet the hero of our story. He lived a remarkable life. After putting on his magical pajamas, the hero rode his giant pet hedgehog, George, across the countryside in search of the very best ice cream. What is happening? This is ridiculous. You're getting the facts all wrong. No magical PJs. No giant hedgehogs. The hero worked in a sweater store. The sweaters were woven from the softest of hedgehog quills. Really? A sweater store? And you call yourself a writer? Fine. If you're going to knock my ideas, I can't help you. You don't belong in any story I can think of. So, what do we do now? I guess we end the story. What about the readers? They'll be so disappointed. What choice do we have? It was nice to meet you. Best of luck finding your story. Well, you too, I suppose. Happy writing. The end. Wait! Start the story! Start the story! I know what my story is! You do? That's wonderful. Where do I begin? Do you mind if I do some of the writing? Well, I'm the author. I can't just have my characters running around taking over. Please? All right, I guess. What do you have in mind? Yes. This is my story. A story of all the places I've been and all the people I've met. My search for a story is the story. Keep going. Tell me more. How does it start? It all began on a spaceship.